What's going on, people? Mike Seatown here. Um, Here to give an update on my first day of South by Southwest. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to Zach, who was a guy I met on the plane, who, when we landed, he offered to give me a ride to my hotel since he had a rental car. Of course, under any other circumstance, I would have assumed that would be some kind of trick and that he was taking me somewhere to cut off my limbs and or rape me. And he did not. He did neither of those things. Once I got here, checked out my room, which I expected to be an absolute shithole, and it's actually not too bad for a $97 a night hotel. Which, if you don't know South by Southwest, everything fucking jacks up like 3 times what it's supposed to be. So this is really like a $30 a night hotel. So I expected to walk in to see cockroaches and smell AIDS in the air. After I checked in, hung out here for a minute, I went and met up with Ryan Lynch from Man Bites Dog and Count Fifth and Hayes. After having a drink with them, we headed over to the Civic Center where our panel was with Anthony Fantano. Cool thing. On the way to the panel, while inside the lobby, I ran into Ritz and got this.
Yo, yeah, what up? Shout out to Myke C-Town, Dead and Hip Hop. We up in this bitch. Let's get my feet wet here in South by Southwest, chilling. About to drink some free beer and do some shows.
Cool.
Pretty dope. Then we headed over to the panel, which actually went pretty well. We had a good turnout. After that, me, Ryan, Count Fifth, and Hayes went and met up with Earth and some other people and went and had some more drinks and basically just walked around all night drinking and watching all the crazy shit that was going on. I also met quite a few random fans on the side of the street. A lot of really nice people, man. That was cool. A lot of people asking to take pictures, making me look large in front of my friends. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit, y'all. I appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like a fuck ass because I totally forgot about Sammy from Rocket Out Blogs showcase. So much shit going on. It just totally slipped my mind. Maybe it was because I met Boba Fett, and after that, I just nothing else mattered. Met up with my boy Alex, hung out with him at the G Pen tent. Got to taste some amazing new herbal infused whiskey, which was pretty rad. Tasted like a smoother Southern Comfort. Then I caught the shuttle back, although I didn't catch the shuttle back to my hotel because the actual shuttle took me somewhere and dropped me off about 8 miles away from my hotel. He just told me this is where to get off from my hotel. I hopped out, I looked around, didn't see my hotel, turned around to get back on the fucking shuttle, and this asshole took off. So if there's any chance that you see this, fuck you, you dick face. I hope all of your children lose their toes randomly and they are teased and called Little Ugly Clubfoot. Yeah. Right now it's 1:45 in the morning, Austin, Texas time, which means it's 2:45 in the morning, Atlanta, Georgia time. And I've been up since 4, so I've been up for uh 23 straight hours without a drop of sleep. So yeah, I'm going to fucking crash. Have a wonderful night. Peace, bitches. Day 2, South by Southwest. It's now 2:31 in the AM. I'm sitting here eating animal crackers, drinking Sprite. The midnight snack fucking goons, you know what I'm saying? Gremlins, goblins, you know what I'm saying? Let me start off by talking about the crazy shit that happened last night. Apparently, some drunk piece of shit ran through a police barricade, ran over 25 people, killed 2, injured 23 from last that I heard. Luckily for me, I was about 3 streets over from where that happened. Fucked up thing is, I was actually walking home at the exact moment. I had no idea what had happened until the following morning. So, my condolences to all the people who were injured and to those who their loved ones lost their lives. It's just fucking terrible. Got up rather late, actually. Hung out with Ryan and Count Fifth and Hayes again. Went through, got some drinks, chilled out for a while. Separated from them and went and watched this pretty interesting panel. It had Grim Kim, who writes for Terrorizer, and I think she does some stuff with Pitchfork. Also had Chris from Woe, great black metal band that I believe I've talked about before. The panel was called Has Metal Lost Its Edge? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't get to meet Grim Kim, who I think is just absolutely adorable. And not like in some scumbaggy, like, ooh, I'm gonna fuck her kind of way. Like, like a let's go play like Connect 4 and watch Love Actually kind of way. After that, I went record shopping at, I don't remember the name of the place, and I'll just say, so far, Austin, Texas, you do not impress me with your record stores, because this place, their prices were seriously double what I pay in Atlanta, and that's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Nice Guy was the owner, which is why I don't want to say the name of the place, but you guys get it to fucking together, man. Oh, I met this guy. I'll talk about some of the shows I saw today. First one, I saw Perfume Genius. He played at a church, and let me say, that performance was absolutely beautiful. I watched the majority of Perfume Genius set, all but maybe 2 songs, because I had to race down about 3 blocks so I could catch Vatnet Viscar play. They fucking killed, man. They killed, so that was great. Ended up hooking back up with Fantano, went and watched Mobb Deep, who gave a dope ass performance.
Try to back one double, I touch you, leave you with not much to go home with. My skin is thick, cause I'll be up in the mix of action.
After that, I seriously walked about 7 or 8 blocks trying to find the venue where Hieroglyphics was playing, and by that point, I had gotten so fucking tired. My phone was dying. I was hungry. I was a bit drunk. So I just said, I'm sorry, Dell, Casual, Souls of Mischief, Pep Love. I love all of you, but I needed to go home. So I lurfed. Bitches. Day 3. South by Southwest. Jeez, it's fucking so late. It's like 4:06 a.m. and I gotta get up in like 4 hours to go to the airport, so I'm like dead right now. Today was a interesting day. Hung out with my man Ryan, Man Bites Dog, Hayes, Count Fifth again. Also got to meet NASA, Uncommon NASA, who I've talked online to for quite some time. It was cool to finally get to meet face to face and have a really intense discussion about commercialization and pirating and music, and I don't know, it was fun, man. Probably one of the most interesting conversations I've had here. I got to see Sadistic and meet Sadistic. Oh, Grayskull, who was absolutely incredible, man. They killed the place.
In this moment, origami for the component. I bump into your Vericosa, it was ferocious. Straight producers, sewage ain't stupid. This movement raising generation of youth consuming stew and it's so lucrative. Some motherfucking noise. When this tomorrow go round, radio. Why this you scream out loud, radio.
And it was really cool. I got to meet Henri Osborne, who's been one of my favorite MCs for a long time. The coolest thing is, as I'm walking up to talk to him, before I could even say anything, he actually got up and was like, "Yo, you're the guy that does those video blogs, man." And I was like, "Whoa, wait, time out." Like he knew who I was before I even had to say anything to him, which is absolutely crazy. Saw like a couple songs of Sage Francis, who was pretty dope. I wanted to see some other shit. Like I wanted to see Crosses really, really badly, but they apparently were playing like 2 miles away, and there was just no way I was gonna walk that far for anybody. I didn't get into Nas. From what I understand, this year it was really hard to get into certain venues, even with an all access badge. Like the places just had lines that were like half a mile long. It just wasn't worth it for me to stand in that long of a line just to see a show. Fuck that. We also hit up this incredible record store called Waterloo Records. Met somebody that's a fan of the show. Her name was Chiquita. Very nice girl who showed us around the record store. Me and Ryan. We went back downtown. And I'll say this, man. The vibe downtown was just not the same as it was over the past couple of days. Everything just seemed aggressive. There were like these little mini pods of cops that were all standing back to back, like, you know, maybe 7 or 8 cops in each pod. And there was probably like, from what I saw, at least 4 or 5 pods. And I was just like, these dudes, that shit makes me uncomfortable. Even though I'm not doing anything wrong, I don't like that many fucking cops around me, man. Of course, you know, there were fights, you know, just stupid. And trying to get through the crowd. Like the crowds were big the past couple of days, but they were, you know, you could maneuver through them. They were manageable. This time it was just like you had to squeeze and push and fight and elbow your way through the crowd just to get somewhere. It was really obvious that the majority of the crowd there were not there for music at all. That was just not the vibe that I wanted to be around. You know, it seemed like they were all just there to fucking hang out or score drugs or try to get some ass. I'll just say South by Southwest was fun for the most part, but I'll also say that I'm very glad I'm leaving and going back to Atlanta tomorrow or today in a few hours. I'm not sure that I would have much more fun if I stayed any longer. Yeah, I need to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. So, all right.